What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the vlogs. Today, guess what we finally get to do? We're going to work on the 240. So let's not even kill any time. Let's just head on up to Harbor Freight, grab a couple things that I need, and then we'll come back and then we'll start working on it. How about that? Sounds good. Feeling a little basic today, so we'll just take the Subaru. How about that? How about a little cold start, LOL, on the Subaru? Just kidding. Pretty baller, right? I know, yeah. Dash cam action, woo! Alright, let's get on the road. Let's get it done. Up to the Harbor Freight, and you know, no matter what, you gotta admit it, everybody likes to go to Harbor Freight, even if you're a hater. But you know, going in here, I only need to get 2 or 3 things, but I'm probably gonna come out with at least 5. You know, you can never just come here and just buy what you need. You always end up finding something that you need, but you really don't need, that you'll probably never use. But it's good to always have, you know, stuff. So since it's super awkward to vlog in public, I'll leave you guys here, and then I'll come back and show you what I got. I got it out of there for cheaper than 30 bucks. I think I spent like $27, so successful trip. Got what I needed, plus a little bit more. Maybe you'll see what I got when I get back to the shop, aka the house. But let's go. Harbor Freight, pulled the car out of the garage, got some room to play. Let's check out what I got from Harbor Freight. Let's see, I got just this ruler. It's only $3, had to buy that, you know. Then I got some of this wire loom. It's $4. That'll be good for the engine bay. Then I got these digital caliper. This is on sale for 15 bucks, and it's going to be useful today in this video, so that's good. That's why I went there. Then I just picked up some of these wire brushes. It's good for cleaning. They were $2. Then I picked up some of this high temp silicone. I'll need these for the flywheel bolts, just in case they start leaking some oil or anything out the back. Then I won't have that problem. I'll just seal around and call it good. So today, basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be setting up the hydraulic throwout bearing that I previously thought I had installed right, but after a little investigation and research, I don't think it is. So we're going to redo it all and figure it out. But essentially, this is the hydraulic throwout bearing, and then there's a space in between here, and then what happens is this thing extends and pushes the fingers on this, which engage and disengage the clutch. So what I did is I bought some spacers to put in between here to fix that problem. So we're going to have to do some mathematics, which, bear with me, it's much needed and we'll have to do it. But we'll figure out how much we need to space it back so that we can get the proper fitment. And after we get that taken care of, we could mount up the flywheel, mount the clutch assembly and everything, and then shit, we'll be able to attach the transmission. I don't know if we'll get that far today, but we're going to try. We'll mount the transmission, get it basically ready to drop in the next video, hopefully. So let's hope everything goes well, and let's get started. You already know, it's beer 30. Cheers. Okay, so there's about 3, 4, maybe 5 measurements that we need to take. So let's go ahead and take our first measurement. That's going to be right over here. That's why I took it off the stand, is we'll go to the back of the crank to the back of the block. So we'll use a bar, we'll set up a bar that goes on here, and then we'll use our calipers to measure the distance between that and the bar. Carson! Hey Carson, will you bring me the ruler? Oh, thanks buddy. Good job. Here, high five. Thank you. I just got the caliper, so it's a little bit weird to use. Still figuring it out. So we have our first reading of 1.389. So I'm going to write that down and then measure the width of the ruler, and then I can subtract that, and then I'll have my distance. So I measured the width of the ruler, which was right here. Then I subtracted it from the number I got, and I got 0.268. So that's the first number that we need. Okay, so we'll call that one A, and then we'll get our other dimensions that we need. So for the next dimension, you're going to want to have assemble your clutch and your flywheel and everything just like how you would installed. And then we need the distance between the top of the fingers all the way down to the bottom of the table. Okay, so that number would be 3.635. So we'll add that. Well, actually what we'll do is we have to subtract the width of the ruler again, the thickness of the ruler, to get our actual number, and then we'll have our number. So we take the number that we got from measurement, subtract the distance or the thickness of the ruler, and then here we get this number here. And we're going to call that number C, or letter C actually. So we have A, we have C, now we need B. The next measurement is actually going to be from the front of the bell housing to the top of the release bearing, or the throwout bearing. Okay, so we'll take that number and then subtract the width of the ruler again. So here we have our dimension, and then subtract the ruler width. So this gives us our dimension B. So then, now that we have all those numbers, sorry, I know this is going to be confusing, just writing on a box, but just follow along, rewind if you have to. But yeah. So then, we want to take A, add it to C, which gives us this number here. Now what that gives us is the total height of the clutch with the crank and everything. And then we want to subtract the B dimension that we just got, which will give us a difference of 0.16, which is actually within spec. So when I installed it initially, it was good to go, I guess. It has to be within like a 1/4 inch, 0.25, and I put 2 shims in it. So the only thing now that I can think of as a problem is these two are mixed up. Okay, we got our lines off, so now we're going to make sure that we put the bleeder valve on the top one and then the clutch line on the bottom, which I had opposite. So I guess having the bleed line on the top helps circulate it, bleed properly. So maybe that was the issue, because I was having a hard time bleeding it, and also it just wasn't having very good pressure at all. So hopefully this is going to solve the problem. Well, hopefully we got it all figured out. Anyways, we're going to cut it short. Thanks for joining me. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions, just ask. And how about you throw a like towards my way? Thank you, and peace out.